Hey folks, welcome to the DG Show with Dana and Coco. Let me know, can you see the Facebook, my page yet? Is it up? I don't see it. Yeah, my personal page. I don't see it.
No.
Oh.
There it goes. Oh no, it says start. It's failing to start the stream, so I might have a bad streaming key. Let me look at the email. I know you sent me one previously. And
Yeah. What's going on, folks? Welcome to the DG Show with Dana and Coco. I am your host, Derek Graham, and I'm solo tonight. I'm solo. We are live right now, TikTok. We are live on YouTube, The Angry Black Dude, as well as the DG Show with Dana and Coco on Facebook. I'm going to share it. Don't worry about it. Tonight, we're getting into a few different things. I've been shadow banned, so I'm going to talk about a few things that I didn't get off my chest this week. I'm going to say it that way. So, give me 2 seconds. We up and running. I don't see. We up and running on the DG Show, right?
On Facebook, yeah.
Yeah.
Should be.
Let me see. Oh, I mean, that's why I need to switch to Derek Graham. I'm sorry. We're gonna get into. Oh, we definitely got to get into Deion Sanders. Can we touch on that real quick? I want to That's not what I want. I'm sorry, folks. I'm trying to do a couple things at once. We'll be all right in 1 second. 1 second. There we go. No, I don't want to do that. That's the problem. I can't fix it right now. I'm sorry, folks. There we go. No, it still ain't there. I'll check it out later. Welcome to the DG Show. I'm sorry. Deion Sanders. So everyone was talking about Deion Sanders and him leaving, and I was very critical myself. I was definitely very critical myself. So it's coming out that money's been missing. So is that and I'm gonna say he did spend a lot of his own, not money, but I guess his salary. He didn't take it, and he put it towards the team and the school. And supposedly money came up missing as far as ticket sales and other things like that. Now, is that a reason to leave? Yeah, it's a reason to leave. It's a reason to leave. For what he came in and said he came to do, fix HBCUs and all that, nah, that's not a reason to leave. You should have known that there were going to be issues. You should have known that certain things were going to happen once you came into a broken system, an underfunded system. That's part of fixing something. It wasn't just the football team and the facilities. It wasn't just the sport. It was the whole mechanism that was running JSU, to be specific. If that was the case, and I believe it is, I wouldn't take it as Deion lying in that manner, him putting up his money and doing what he did. So, in my opinion, if the creator sent you to fix something because you found something broke, do you bounce? Nah. And I say the creator because that's what he put it on. That's one of the reasons why he said he went, to bring the attention and to fix and to uplift. And I don't want to hear nobody talking about he uplifted, but at the same time, he took all the coaches and the top 10 players. That's not uplifting. That's not leaving them with a better system. He took the system with him. He took all of his students, not just the students, meaning the players. He took his coaches too. He took those students too. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nobody talking about, the assignment from the creator could change. Yeah, anybody can say that. You understand? Anybody can say that. Stand on your word. Stand on your word. I don't care. I I don't care that he left. I care how he left. I care when he came. He supposedly came with. Think about the excitement he had. It's gone from the HBCUs. It's gone. It's at Colorado now. All of that he said he brought, he took everything with him. Everything. Audience just don't look the same no more. They got them where they want them. Away. That's all. My thoughts. Just my thoughts. We bouncing around all day today. This is the DG Show with Dana and Coco. I'm going solo tonight. Been shadow banned, so we're going to bounce around a little bit all night. Let me see what's going on. He got the He got the trust of the PWI and learned what he shows the kids. It's about money, not black pride. Bam. It seems to be. But, again, in a video I compared Dion to Jay-Z and I think Ray Lewis too, when it's certain things you do at certain times to appease folks. And I say Jay-Z because when he said we were finished kneeling and we weren't. Also, well, I don't like Ray Lewis anyway. Anyway, in my opinion, Dion used the energy of all those black players. He used the energy of the HBCUs, the alumni, the whole black community. He uplifted them young men, and then he said either you could come with me or y'all just stay over here and y'all keep on telling what I showed y'all, but I'm going to take the coaches with me. How does that add up? How does that add up to helping anything? That's all I'm asking. All right. Oh, 2-day event, Baltimore City. Holiday break for young men. My documentary, Your Journey, 3 to 7, on December the 27th, as well as December the 29th. On the 27th, it's the Easterwood Rec at Bentlow and Baker. And then on the 29th, 3 to 7 also, it is the Northern Pulaski. I don't know why I can't remember the name of this organization. I'm gonna get it in a second. Northern Pulaski, 3 to 7. Young men, 13 to 21. The Resource Center, Northern Pulaski. Resource Center, Northern Pulaski. Baltimore City 2-day event. Bring your young man by. Bring his cousin with him, his best friend. We're going to sit down. We're going to talk. Check out my page. I have a couple of different videos. I'm going to bring out some more with pieces of the documentary in it. Some things we'll be talking about manhood. I have 5 lifers from Cumberland on the phone talking reality. We talk about school, college, trade school, manhood, his responsibility to women and girls in his life. We get into the realities of your choices. It's called Your Journey for a reason. Planes, trains, automobiles, boats, 16 different states. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, if I do say so myself. But all right, let's go to something else. Like I said, I was shadow banned, so I'm just getting some things off my chest right now. Just some things off my chest. Wait a minute. Did y'all know eggs cost over $5 now? Wait a minute. Now, they've been talking about this food shortage for quite a while. And I went to the grocery store today. Eggs cost over $5. What the? Over $5. And then, what I've already been noticing is the shelves aren't quite full. Or the thing that people want the most is gone, and you might be buying a generic brand or something else. You know what I'm saying? And milk. See, I don't mess with the milk, so I haven't been watching the price of the milk, but it's dairy, I'm sure. I'm definitely sure that the price of milk is going up, especially because, well, milk is major for our breakfast. Most folks' breakfast. So, but when I started to think about it, there were some things that I thought about. It seems like it's a forced food crisis. So the question will be, can you cook now? Because all the extra stuff, the snacks, that stuff not getting bought like it used to. You know what I'm saying? All of the ready-made meals that are easy. We need to go back to cooking a little bit more. No, I take that back. Cooking a lot more. And it's also been a trend that folks have started to have their small gardens in their yards. That's going to have to come back on another level, in my opinion. That needs to come back. Us growing our food and things of that nature. But I wanted to. I thought a little bit deeper, as in, if people have been talking about food crisis, people. Oh, my fault. Y'all like my? I'm gonna get back to it in a minute. Low merch head. Love is an action word. Y'all like the tie dye? This the first one. I got a little batch of these. Got about a dozen of these. Let me know. Let me know if y'all like these. Anyway, so I was thinking about food crisis and things of that nature. We may have to, not may, I think we will on a certain level get back to bartering. Meaning, you know how to fix brakes, and I might know how to do some concrete work. So we're going to switch skills, and that's how we pay each other. Or we're going to, I may be growing a certain crop, and you may be growing another crop, and we're going to assist each other paying, feeding our families, things of that nature. It may, the way they're talking about the food shortage, as well as they're talking about the food shortage and the money crisis that they keep on talking about, it's definitely going to be a real estate crash. It's coming. It's definitely coming. I don't know how bad it's going to be. But with things like that looming, as well as everything else that's going on around the world, everything should be in consideration. And what are your skills is basically the question. What are your skills as a person? Me, I can drive everything but a motorcycle. That's definitely a plus in a time of need. Other skills, we'll talk about when the time comes. But you better be able to do something worthy in times of crisis. Be able to step up and help. And when we see natural disasters in certain places, we have to have a clear understanding that most times nobody's coming to help in different parts of the world, as well as this country. Nobody's coming to help. So what are you prepared to do in a natural disaster? Meaning, how can you think? Do you have certain supplies on hand? Are you able? Coco always talks about preparation, learn how to fight. And I take that as just being able to be in shape and being able to handle your weight and yourself. Of course, you're supposed to be able to defend yourself, but it's a lot coming with that if you know how to. Just being able to do certain things and being physical. Just being physical in a time of need. That's all. But I think that we're going to have, we need to get back to the cooking more, as well as growing our own food. And with the prices, I think that's pushing people to do so and look outside of the norm. But it's going to be a plus if and when things get worse and we need to fend for ourselves. My opinion. Like I said, I'm bouncing all over the place today. A little bit of everything. Oh, Brittany Griner. Grinder or Griner? Griner, no D, right?
Brittany Griner.
Griner? Okay. Thank you. Brittany Griner. Okay. I'm happy she home. I don't care about the soldier dude. He didn't get a dishonorable discharge, but he didn't get an honorable discharge. It was more or less like they let him go because he kept. Want to say he was doing bad checks or something like that, but whatever it was, they didn't capture an active duty Marine. First off, he was a reservist. You see how you need to know a little bit about the story to even compare the two. He wasn't a full-time Marine. He was a reservist, still respect. But then he got put out. The honor goes with with that, right? With leaving the service in a not an unpositive or a negative way. I'm saying like that in a negative way. Your honor's gone. Nobody heard about him. Now he did get captured. I don't even remember. Whalen, I think his name is. He got captured when Trump was in office. They say Trump had a chance to get him. Trump said no. Now all of a sudden the right all upset because the sister came home. She came home, locks cut off. She got the low. She looking real how they don't want her to look. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. She's looking in that manner. So, but Trump had a chance to bring him home. And I'm gonna say this politically. I had this discussion with somebody last week. Politically, Joe Biden just got a big check mark, a big kudos from black women. Remember, we're at the midterm. We're at the midterm. So election season for the president is coming. Whether he runs or Kamala runs or another Democrat runs, that's going to be used. It's going to be used to encourage black. We got y'all. And the gay community. That's 2 in 1. That's 2 in 1 with that trade. You understand? And the arms dealer, he can't go nowhere else. He can't go nowhere. She was looking boyish. I ain't say that. I'm gonna put your name out there. Cupcake 7286 said that. But he can't go anywhere. The arms dealer. Everybody knows where he is. Every country wants him. So he's stuck in Russia. So folks are thinking Putin just grabbed him to thumb the nose at the West or whatever he's doing. But I'm glad the sister's home. I'm not stressing who they left over there. I'm happy for her. It's always a comparison, especially when it's certain folks that get certain things. You know what I mean? What's going on, folks? This is the DG Show with Dana and Coco. I'm solo tonight. We live on TikTok, live on YouTube, The Angry Black Dude, live on Facebook on the DG Show with Dana and Coco. Every Sunday, 7 to 8, we expanding. I'm just bouncing all over the place today. Glad y'all could come through. Oh, Mark Curry. Y'all see the video? Y'all see the what's up? This? Mark Curry was getting followed somewhere in some hotel, and there was definitely racial profiling, without a doubt. Without a doubt, it was racial profiling. And he was taping it. And I'm glad he did. Your tube journey. I'm glad he taped it. And they were definitely trying to more or less intimidate him. I'm gonna say it that way. More or less intimidate him. And award. Thank you. More or less intimidate him. And he did. He did what he's supposed to do. He started recording and stayed calm. Like I would tell anybody to do. But being Mark Curry, he understood his star power at the time. He understood. He understood that the word was going to get out about that hotel. But I wanted to dig. I want to dig deeper with that because does anyone know what the Green Book? Is that the name of it? It's called the Green Book. The Negro Motorist Green Book. That's the original name of it. It was when we had to be together. Excuse me. When we had to be together, when we couldn't eat in certain restaurants, when we couldn't go to certain gas stations, there was a book that we carried with us when we traveled that had where we could stop, where it was safe for us to stop, right? We need that again. Those types of things are happening more and more frequent, where we're being just a minute, folks. Where we're being where we're being ostracized and challenged that we don't belong in a certain space. And this is the kicker. Now that we have the money, now that we have the economics, we have to have a clear understanding that we don't need to be there then. Not get them fired. Don't even get them fired. Leave. I mean our money. Not just Mark Curry at the time. When it comes, that's what they used to do. It wasn't just like the bus boycott back in the day. They used to boycott like bread companies until they broke them. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what we need to get back to. Except now, we're not trying to break them. They can go do whatever they want to do. If they survive without us, kudos. If they don't survive without us, so what? That's where we need to be with our money now that we understand the system needs our money. There's no other way around it. We need the system 100%. The system needs our money. We just have to have a clear understanding together collectively. If we chose not to go to, it's somewhere in Colorado Springs, mining. I think it's something mining hotel or something. If we choose to look at that parent company, and that parent company so happens to be something big, like a Hilton or like a Motel 6, as small as it is, as cheap as it is, they're big. You know what I'm saying? And we say, nah, we good. We'll take your apology, but we'll keep our money to ourselves. And as they close, and this is when our millionaires and well-off and our businessmen and all this come into play and move with us as we hold our money together. Y'all come in and grab that as they close down or redo and take complete ownership. That's for us to do. Not a whole chain unless we could get a whole chain, but one at a time, one city at a time. One city at a time. Yeah, we can go there now. Yeah, we good in Atlanta because we got that in Atlanta. Oh, now we got 3 in Atlanta. Oh, now we got 1 in Chicago. We good at and keep it packed. And keep it. That's where you call first. I remember this was back in the day. This was the 80s. There was one black-owned hotel in D.C., and now I think it's a part of Howard University. And it was right by the campus, like right behind the hospital. And the couple of times I went there, and then they closed. They closed. That's on us. But we complaining when we go somewhere else. That's illogical. The Howard. That's illogical. That's illogical. When we have the ability, this is the kicker. We already working in the whatever industry I'm talking about. It's not just hotels. It's restaurants. Banking would probably be the hardest to break into, as far as a steady nationwide where we could do that. But other than that, we can do piecework with everything else. Right down to sodas or juice, because those are mostly regional. We can do that. Oh, they don't, you know the background of that family that own that company? Oh, no, we're not buying their juice no more. No, we're not taking their apologies. It's 2022, almost 23. We're not taking any apologies. We're just holding our money. Now, a lot of the stars are starting to, I ain't gonna just say the stars, but that's who's getting the attention. Nike and Adidas. They starting to like, no, we're not doing it. But what they're doing, especially the brother, my son, the New York cat, the hip hop dude, he's starting to show black brands. That's the replacement. That's the replacement. It's the same thing with the restaurant. Oh, not like when something happened in Atlanta and T.I. went off and they were, I can't remember the restaurant, but whatever it was an issue racially. Bruh, open your own. And you don't have to put up all the dough. But if you from there, you can get the investors, have the same menu. Who cares? They ain't want us, we got one. If that's what we want to do, it's the work. That's why that Dion thing bothers me. It's the work. That's part of the work. Yeah, I'm not, even this small, I'm going to say it this small. A laundromat, where you know the machines are broken down, staff might be a little ignorant, you know the money's leaving the community. You definitely understand that. Grab one if you have those finances and run it just like a top-notch business, and your customers are the community. They coming. Just that. We have them all over Baltimore City. Ain't none of that money staying in Baltimore City. None of it. But they know where to put them. They hire people with good customer service that's going to keep the place clean. That's what they're doing. We can do that. We are supposed to be doing that. What you say, Carver Bank in NYC is black owned. Well, we have Harbor Bank in Baltimore. We have black owned. We have 8 black owned bank. But I also, well, I'm not going to get into it, but the services, when they're smaller, I'm going to say this. If some of our well-off folks not invest in the bank, put their revenue just a piece, it would give them wiggle room to work and do certain things. Because that's how banks work. That's how banks work. So I'm going to say it that way. Again, it can't be, the stress of our community can't be on the little man most of the time. It can't be, well, we're not supposed to be buying stuff there. Well, where are we going to go? There's a whole bunch of food deserts in Baltimore City. And the corner store with the chicken box or the pizza that they done had revolving all day or whatever, that's the food spot. What we supposed to do? Unless somebody come in and say, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We got that. We're going to have some fresh fruits and vegetables in. We're going to have y'all jump too. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we got a truck coming bringing fresh fruits and vegetables, fresh dairy, and eggs. That's what we got. We just have to do the work. There's no other way for me to really put it. It's just, we just got to do the work. So I didn't know. Let me know if y'all ever heard of Black Love Day. I never heard of Black Love Day, so I looked it up. And Black Love Day, the person told me that Black Love Day was on February 15th, but I found out it was on February 13th. Okay, and it's I wrote the brother's name down. Ayo Handy Kendi in 1993. Now, he's a part of the African American Holiday Association. I ain't never heard of that. But I like Black Love Day. But I don't want Black Love Day wrapped around Valentine's Day. You feel what I'm saying? It's giving off real Kwanzaa-ish. Like, get a black holiday right by in between the Christian and the Jewish in the mix of that. No. If it's Black Love Day, it should be Black Love Day. So I'm gonna do a separate video, and I want to put this out there because I think the perfect Black Love Day, we just missed it, would be December the 9th. So on December the 9th, 1948, Ruby Dee and Ossie Davis got married. That's a Black Love Day. I think December the 9th should be Black Love Day if we're going to celebrate a Black Love Day. I like that date. I like the reason for that date. I just thought of that. It was just it was a continuous show of black love all of our lives. You know what I'm saying? Like all the way through. It was just always whatever they went through. Ain't nobody know what they went through. Ruby D and Ozzy, they was together. So if we gonna have a Black Love Day, and we not gonna be following behind a violent day such as St. Valentine's Day, if the people know the history of Valentine's Day, if we switching it up and we doing things for ourselves, Black Love Day should be December 9th. That's Ruby D and Ozzy Davis Day. I'm just saying, y'all let me know if y'all like that Black Love Day, December 9th. I'm going to push that, though. I'm gonna see if we can get some traction on that. We ain't going to be worried about it. We want it completely. And then on Black Love Day, December the 9th, 2023, on Black Love Day, whatever we doing, we taking our loved one out, we going to a black restaurant because it's Black Love Day. You understand what I'm saying? We hitting up the folks online that's pushing their business to buy something for our loved one because it's Black Love Day. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, December 9th. That we can ready go for that one right there, folks. I like that one right there. I'm sorry. I like this hoodie right here. I like this. I'm sorry. Merch coming. The Pop Shop is coming. Love is an action word. We have a few other black on black love for the nonprofit Together We Can. I got about 3 or 4 logos I'm working on. This is the first batch right here, though. This is the first batch. It's coming. The merch is coming. But Black Love Day. We're gonna get into that. Let's go back real quick to the Mark Curry and the Green Book real quick. So an updated Green Book would be, I know in Baltimore we have a group that I belong to where you basically can come in a group and say, I need somebody to cut my grass, but it's all black businesses. That's the Green Book. It's the Green Book for you locally. Whatever you need, you go, I'm sure somewhere online, wherever your social media, whatever you have something close to that with ease. So I just wanted to add that piece in there. I forgot about. Okay. I want to get into, before I say the brother's name, I want to get into black politicians and politics, and when we're happy, are we happy of the position because it's new to a black face? Are we happy because that person, we believe that person is going to make a change? Are we happy that they finally broke through a ceiling? Because the brother Hakeem Jeffries, who's going to be taking Nancy Pelosi's place as the minority leader elect right now. And he's a brother. That's why I wanted to kind of give the synopsis before, because I did a little bit of research. He's a bona fide brother. His daddy named Marlon and his mother named Lanita. So he's a bona fide brother. You feel what I'm saying? Graduate of NYU Law in 97, graduate of Georgetown University in 94. So we understand that he's highly intelligent, and he is definitely no Herschel Walker. We're going to put it that way. Right? He earned where he is. So I don't want to, in this conversation or what I'm about to say, I don't want to discredit him as a man or his accomplishments because he's one of our intellectual minds. Just based off of his resume. You understand what I'm saying? So, Hakeem Jeffries, about to get the minority leader position. What can he do? What can he do for us where we're going to be satisfied with him being there because we're happy because he's a brother there? That's not, we don't pay, let's be honest, we ain't start paying attention to tennis till the sisters got there. We wasn't really into golf till Tiger showed up. We're going to be honest about when we get into things. And not all, but of course a lot. When the wave comes, we pay attention, right? So he's getting ready to get into a position or a place that no brother has ever had. But is it going to be beneficial to us being a politician, a public servant. Now, these other spots I'm talking about, that's sports. That's all individual. That's just breaking a ceiling. But with a politician, he's supposed to have an agenda. He should be able to push certain policies through. He should be able to work across the board, if possible. Not really possible nowadays, but you understand what I'm saying. But the question is that we should be asking ourselves, are we going to be celebrating him just because he's a brother in a position, but we also understand ain't really nothing he could do. We ain't going to really get nothing done. And if that's the case, why the push for voting so much? That's a logical question. If we understand when we put politicians in place that limited can get done or limited things can be worked on, what's the point? Logically, not emotion. Now, I can honestly say this. The first logic is so the worser won't, I just made a word up, the worser won't get in place. That's a factor when we're voting. We can't have a straight up racist. We can't have a straight up misogynist or folks that want to take laws backwards. We don't want that at all. So, but when we vote as black folks and they solicit our vote for certain things, do we have a list? Do we have things that we're looking for so we could check off and say, all right, he meet that qualification? Meaning he tried for that, he pushed for that, he spoke about it. You understand? He has advocated for the black community during his time in Congress. That don't mean nothing though, bro. That's his job. Advocating as a politician, advocating for something and getting something done is completely different. And we need to understand that. We need to understand that. Even with Obama. Many say Obama didn't get anything done. He got health care for a whole lot of folks that look like him. But he had to do it for everybody. He had to do it for everybody, but he got health care for a whole lot of folks that look like him. We have to salute and respect that. He got that through, which they were fighting, and they still trying to dismantle, right? A piece at a time. That's all Trump was trying to do. So when we look at Hakeem Jeffries about to become minority leader in Congress, what can he get done? What is he going to get done? Advocating. I've been advocating for black families. His voice might be louder, but what has he gotten done? That's the question. That's the question. Ask any of your, especially your local politicians, but ask about any politician that come in and they talk about, listen. We have many folks have the gift of gab, meaning they know what to talk about, and they know what people want to hear, and they may even have good intentions to do that. But if it doesn't get done, then you ain't get nothing done. You just had a good game plan and you couldn't execute. And year after year, election after election, specifically thinking about the whole Congressional Black Caucus right now, if nothing's getting done, what you there for? The only thing you can tell me, I'm there to make sure they don't get in, because it'll be worse. But we really can't get nothing on the liberal side either. They throwing us crumbs too. We have to acknowledge that. We love to acknowledge the right because they're outward racist, but the liberals are controlling racists. They don't want to give you too much. They don't give you a little bit more than them, but they need to be in control with you. They kind of, hey, if you do this, you can't get this no more. If you strive too much, I ain't gonna help you no more now. That's what they do. The right just like, you better get it on your own. I ain't helping you at all. And then we're gonna throw some racism on top. Right? Yeah. So again, Hakeem Jeffries. What do you think about it? What do you think his job is? What do you think his duty is to the black community once he's in this position. I'm going to ask that way. What do we think it is? But, all right, we all over the place today. Oh, two-day event. 27th of this month, the 29th of this month, Baltimore City. Check my page, Your Journey movie and discussion. 3 to 7 both days, Easterwood Rec, Bentlow, and Baker, as well as, I don't know, why am I keep on forgetting this spot? The Resource Center. The Resource Center, Norfolk Pulaski. All right, I'm bouncing around. Let me see. Let me check my notes real quick. Oh, the holidays, folks. Went to bat for black businesses that wasn't getting those PPP loans. I respect that. I respect that Mr. Jeffries went to bat for the black businesses. That's throwing your weight around properly. I'm gonna get. Listen. Like again, I'm not downing him. I'm looking at the history of politics in this country. But if he was on his job in that. If he was on his job in that, during the PPP loans, making sure we got our just due, salute to him. He was on his job. I don't have a problem with giving brothers accolades. I would rather give more accolades than talk down. And I haven't talked down about the brother today. We just talking about a situation that's going on because he's getting a new job. He's taking Pelosi's position. Remember Black Love Day, December 9th. Let me see what else I wrote. Oh, that's what I was going to get into. The holidays. Y'all spending money? Y'all spending money this year? Black Friday looked like it was, I ain't going to say it was a bust, but it looked close. It kind of looked close to a bust. In my opinion, I just talked about eggs being $5, right? So in my opinion, folks are holding on to their money this year, and for the reason that everybody got all the electronics they needed in the last 3 years because we were stuck in the house. The TVs, the games, all the luxuries, all of the series and all the music plans, all of that. Everyone already got that. So this Christmas season, or this holiday season, I should say, I think folks are just like, nah, we want the money too tight. We scaling, but we doing something. But we not doing the one child get $400, $500, $600 worth of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I believe that's happening right now, as far as the holiday season. And for me myself, I think it's gonna be the grands only. I'm not, and then I get over one of them because he bought 4 weeks. He gonna get a new pacifier. That's gonna be it. So my grands might get a gift apiece, but other than that, I'm sitting still. If they need something, yeah, they can get that. If they need something, they can get that. But other than that, nah. I'm not spending no money, and the economy shift that's happening, and that's coming because if we're paying attention to things globally as well as locally, a lot of countries are starting to shift their dollar to silver or gold backing, meaning if the dollar will never fall because we have this much silver. This is what backs our dollar. You know what backs the American dollar? Faith in debt. Just the fact that we believe the dollar's worth something, that's the only thing. They took it off of the gold standard in the late 60s or early 70s. We came off of the gold standard, and my belief is that's when capitalism truly took another level. But my belief is we didn't have the gold anyway. We didn't have that much gold in the American system that being held for what we were saying we had, because we kept going in debt. We're in debt. We're in debt. We're in debt with folks, meaning China, that are changing their standard to precious metals. They may say we want our debt paid in precious metals. Or the dollar's going to start sliding down on the international level, which will hurt us directly as far as goods we buy. It'll just be real. The American dollar won't be, those folks that tend to travel and get that dollar exchange and it's good, things like that will change drastically when these major nations finish with this transfer of their dollar being backed by precious metals. That's Russia, China, Brazil. I want to say Egypt just joined. Was it Egypt or Saudi? Somewhere in North Africa. But that's to be watched in all of this, the money. That's all. But again, are y'all spending dough like that? And then I've always said this, maybe for like the last, I would say 5 or 6 holidays, I throw out ideas, but nowadays more than more, we need to start grabbing our children different things for the holidays, meaning a 5-week coding class, or they like to draw on the walls, or they get in trouble with drawing on the desk. Give them an art class and see if they thrive in it, so you can keep pushing them in it. Pick up on whatever they're into early and get them on it, and let them express themselves with whatever they do. And I think that could replace a lot of materialism when we get to these holidays. And I promise you, the child will remember that far more than, you're going to remember certain Christmas gifts, you know what I'm saying? But far more than certain clothes or certain smaller gifts. Can your child get band camp for Christmas? That's something for them to look for them to get that day, and then to look forward to in the next 6 months. Well, I got band. They will be pumped to go. They'll be pumped to go. Hello, Claude to Soul. How you? This is the DG Show with Dana and Coco. I'm solo tonight. But I'm bouncing all over the place. I've been shadow banned, so I got about 10 topics I've been bouncing all around with. Those in Baltimore, check my page. We have a 2-day event for young men, December the 27th as well as December the 29th. Movie and discussion 13 to 21. Lunch will be served. Check out my page. Please, if you're interested, if you have a young man or a group of young men, inbox me on, if you can inbox me on TikTok, you can inbox me on Facebook, Derrick E. Graham, DERRICK. Don't forget the E. You'll find me a lot easier. But please inbox me so they can get on the list. Seats are limited. Your Journey, movie and discussion, Baltimore City, 13 to 21-year-old male youth. Holla at me. We're going to have a wonderful day. About 10 minutes left. Let's bounce around a little bit. Oh, Black Love Day, December 9th. I'm going to make a video after that later on tonight. We pushing Black Love Day. Black Love Day is going to be December 9th. That's Ruby D and Ozzie Davis. What's up? You don't like Black Love Day?
No. Yeah.
How you going to say no, yeah?
No, I do, but I'm not sure when in December for another holiday.
I see, but that's because I'm following our holidays, and you following somebody else's holidays, man. My fault, folks. I'm with you on a money tip, and it is between Thanksgiving and the Christmas and the New Year. Everything is.
And Rosh Hashanah and all the people.
Yeah, and everybody else. Yeah. No, but so then that means Black Love Day is not about economics. It's about time. Economics is on the minor side. That's what it's about. We can get with that. We can get with that. It's not going to be a hugely monetary day.
Pearl Harbor.
It's going to be about time spent. It's going to be about just chilling and spending time with loved ones, whoever that may be. Black Love Day. But yeah, I ain't think about that. Yeah, it's from Thanksgiving to the New Year. It's a lot going on in the Western world. I agree with you there. I agree. All right. Let's see. Oh, did y'all know? And like I say, I'm bouncing just because I've been shadow banned. I'm getting some things off my chest. Did y'all know that Layla Ali is being sued by the people that own her father's name? Right? Okay, so they have Muhammad Ali. So she has, I believe, cooking, probably some clothes, definitely some athletic wear, probably. But they're suing her because her name is too close to her father's name, and her name, her brand might take away from their brand. They're suing her. They're suing her about her name. I think that's so insane for it even to be considered or in courts. And this is the in my opinion, the end result that the company that owns Muhammad Ali's name want. They want a piece of her too. Oh no, if you give us 5%, you can go ahead and do you. They want a piece of her too. And it's funny that it comes out when we talk about our entertainers and their masters and who owns them and how they get sold and things of that nature, and how all of our masterminds and our icons are used forever, and their families never see. Like DMX, they say like DMX died with like $16,000 or something ridiculous like that. Who owns his masters? Who owns his masters? I think it's very telling about this society when it's still a form of slavery. It's just played well. That's when that's kind of that when I said about the difference between the liberals and the straight up and the right wing racists. The liberals, they'll play this game with entertainers. You can get yours. I got to get more. And I got to be in more control. But you're going to look the best while you're doing it. That happens a lot with our entertainers. Not our sports figures so much, because they get their lump sum. They know what they're working with. I ain't going to say all of them do what they're supposed to do with their money. But they get what they're due. Sports figures get what they do. And then they have endorsements to bounce off of. But them entertainers, with those residuals, they get jammed up. And I understand they're going to grab some talented kid that don't know much and just trying to feed their family. I'm signing the dotted line too. I ain't going to act like I wouldn't. 20, 21 years old. I just left the strip to go make a hit record. Bam, I got attention from it. They talk about here. And you get the tour right now. I understand it. But at some point in time, those that are in the industry, black folks, that went through it, need to have an open dialogue where we can click on, and anybody can click on, when it says this is what it means in the contract, don't sign it. When it says this, get this reworded to say this so you can have control over this. We have the knowledge to do that, but nobody's doing that, and no one is helping the next generation of superstars and icons. And they'll repeat, because it's been happening since, I want to say, Muddy Waters, who they say is the inventor of rock and roll, or one of the starters of it. Yeah, it's continuous with us, but somewhere along the line, again, those that are well off, those that have the knowledge, you can YouTube anything about a car. You can YouTube how to change anything in a car, but you can't YouTube certain things. It would be up there if those that have the knowledge chose to give the knowledge in that manner. And I'm talking to those entertainment lawyers too. They can do that, but that would mess up their money. But when these young men, they should be able to say, when you sign this, and I'm talking about the superstars, all they got, it could be 4 or 5 of them making a video saying the same thing in a different way, and it would click to these youngins to save, to have their children, to have their great-great-great-grandchildren well off. Because somebody's great-great-grandchildren going to be well off because of their work. Somewhere, it ain't going to look like them at all. But guess what? Their family going to be, boy, that was my great-great-grandfather. He was getting it. But y'all still struggling, though. Somewhere, okay, I just got a suggestion. I got a suggestion for Black Love Day. The Obama's anniversary, October 3rd, 92. That's Black Love. We not knocking that. We not knocking that. We might have to vote on it. October 3rd, December 9th, Black Love Day. We going with the Obamas or we going with Ozzy and Ruby D? I don't know. I can't knock the suggestion. That is before all of the money shenanigans start. For the rest of the year. That's funny. But yeah, Black Love Day. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that now. We're gonna talk about that. Obama's October 3rd, Ozzy and Ruby D December 9th. But we're gonna talk about Black Love Day, and the discussion will not revolve around Valentine's Day. It will not revolve around the history, the proper history of Valentine's Day. We have to understand that this country has us celebrating some really evil days, and we do it with a smile. You know what I'm saying? We do it with a smile. So, what we got? Oh, we 3 minutes. We done. Let's see. Don't forget the 2-day event, Your Journey Movement Discussion, December 27th, as well as December 29th. The Resource Center on North of Pulaski on the 29th, and Easterwood Rec on Bentlow and Baker on the 27th, 3 to 7. Bring your youth through. Baltimore City, 3 to 7. We're going to feed them lunch. We're going to have a good discussion, pull some information out of them, give them a whole lot of information, give them some things to think about, give them some wraparound resources, as well as some ideas and some focus to start to get that life together. That's all. But we done? We got 3 minutes. Let me think. But then I go through. I've been bouncing around all. Hopefully I'm not shadow banned after the day. I ain't been getting my views in. They've been holding it back. Honesty, purpose. Be cautious, but don't be no. What did I write this for? Something else. I'm sorry. I take notes when I'm gonna lose everything. That's from something else. But tonight was just a little bit of everything. Definitely was fun. Merch here. Tie-dye hoodie. Love is an action word. Y'all like this? I got about a dozen of these. These 45. These 45 right here. Merch on the way. T-shirts too. T-shirts coming. Same logo, same color with the black T-shirt with this one. And the white. I could do the white T-shirt too. But anyway, merch coming. Pop shop coming. Check me out. Youth. December 27th, 29th during that holiday break. Bring them through. The DG show with Dana and Coco, 7 to 8 on Sundays. And I'm going to say after I do this to youth, people been pushing me to do a happy hour or something. I'm going to work on something at the beginning of the year. We're going to start some fundraising. And it's going to be in a fun kind of way. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be in a fun kind of way because the winter coat drive, we switching up. We decided to switch up and do some fundraising. So I'm thinking about an 80s party. But anyway, it's the DG show with Dana and Coco. See y'all next week. Peace.
how many clicks it gets on, how wide your page is, and you know, is it too wide to